Aha, I don't know if you see that. Lights on the car. I'm going to enlarge it. Don't know if you can hear the creature beast. See that? And today, it's the Sunday the 2nd of May. It's around 10 o'clock in the evening. See the lights on the craft flashing. Zoom back, normal position. So you can barely see, can't you? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend about 10 or 15 minutes, get my family to confirm a few things about regarding the targeting programme and the creature beast behind it, and to confirm a few facts regarding my targeting. Okay. The targeting started by Westminster Police and Dudley Council and other agencies was to protect and is to protect Paul Burgess, a convicted rapist. Targeting has been going on since 2014, and that's the year I made a complaint to the police. We'll try to make a statement to the police, and refused to take a statement or do anything. At the time, I'm still recording. At the time, he stalked me every day, stood outside my door, and put cameras, believe it or not, in my flat. Hidden cameras in my flat. And this is Paul Burgess, a convicted rapist who has a history of sex offences against women. Okay, so I've got cameras on. Imagine he's got cameras in my flat where they're watching my every move. Plus, he stands outside my flat door. Remember, his flat was opposite, just to get more kicks out of me. Okay, his plan with his partner Sylvia and the two other people that have remained in this block, which is Patrick, the little racist, number 31, and Brian, little racist again, at number 32, still live in the block. And if you've gone through my other posts, you'll hear Patrick being set up, well not set up, or trying to set me up. The police and him did this little set-up routine where they made a complaint. Baba, come here. Come here. Cat's in the way. Wait till the cat goes off. Baba, come here. Well, you can see part of the crack, yeah, where they made a complaint. Listen to it. You can hear the police as well when the incident happened when my fist accidentally touched his face. Anyway, yeah. And the female that you can hear is an undercover police officer. Okay, so at this point, 3 minutes in, you know that I've been stalked by a convicted rapist who wants to make a snuff fantasy, who has got keys to my flat, who's trying to break in to my flat when I was meditating, and also, let me get this, yeah, cat's still there, she ain't moving, for once anyway, tried to break in when I was meditating, so that camera's in. I've got a recording of this actually. If anybody doubts what I'm saying, I've got audio recording of this. Where I'm meditating, Sylvia, the beast, or the creature of the two, she's a sexual deviant, I'll go into that another time. Fucking police officers, undercover police officers, and council officials. Namely Patrick Cartwright, not Patrick Cartwright, Matthew Cartwright, that's his name. All the nuts merged together. Anyway, the police had this programme in place. It's not just West Midlands Police. But the more corrupt an area it is, the more they're going to put this program into plan. And it's basically to fuck you up, basically. It's not to make the world a safer place, as you'll find out as the weeks go on. If you look at my evidence, like I say, they've did everything at all possible to send me crazy and get as much laugh and enjoyment out of themselves while doing it, or trying to set them up with the fucking rancid fucking men who are not men, just because they're nonsense, think they all this and that. Anyway, yeah, so that's happening. I want to confirm on film the people that are involved. Look, Mike. So it'd be David Jameson. So ever since he's took office, I've been targeted. He's the West Midlands Crime Commissioner. But the targeting, what they do, they latch onto your energy if they can, and like you, if they control your your body's electrical circuits, electrical movement, everybody has it. They will do that. Also, like you can hear, can you hear in the background? So it's constantly causing stress. There's always something. And like I said, I've had 6 years. If you listen to the recordings, even when I'm asleep, they're making noise. Okay. Of this block of flats, I think they're on the ground floor is the dog, and the one with the portal. I don't think she's a police officer. She could be quite fucking deviant. But the flat opposite, definitely, it's like different police officers living in the flats at different times, or staying at the flat, or doing shifts, or whatever they do at different times. And in that flat was where they were based. One of the police officers on about my grandson's penis. Now, at the very beginning, I was cat's moving now. Is she moving? Yeah. At the very beginning, and I called on my ancestors, the HEADFUCK with child molestation images. They're really into child molestation. Okay, this is not a HEADFUCK. This is what they're into. I'll give you an instance last week, and I'll just leave about 10 minutes in, yeah. Because spot a child molester. So far, when I first started, they had child rape fantasies, had infant rape fantasies, and that's their thing. The main targeting, the core of it is sexual deviancy. So it's not normal sex between a man and an adult. The fuck each other over with children. They'll pimp their own children out. A few weeks ago, I figured that one of them, and as in a few are on my Twitter feed. You'll see I've pointed out and who his handlers are, and I pointed out the ages of the child in lights, and that's little girls between 7, 8 and 9, and he's one of the ones, because they don't just use policemen, they use dregs of society. Okay, and then a couple of days, about a week later, don't ask me, I know, there was 2 other child molesters, child rapists identified. And when you do something they don't like, or you figure something out, they'll do something to irritate you or to set you up to do something. So like my thing, because it's a programme and there's other companies involved, my shop wasn't delivered. Don't want to leave that bit out. Anyway, there's lots of companies involved in this, and I'm going to come back to it at a later stage. So I might cut this short actually and run to some nice questions, but that's just to confirm that I am being targeted. West Midlands Police, DUDLEY Council, the RPCC, other health professionals are helping or involved in this targeting. Okay, companies involved in this targeting, supermarkets, the post, courier companies, delivery men, blah blah blah. Any service that gets in contact with a person. So that's most services, aren't they? That's what like delivery men, postmen, blah blah blah. Sexual deviance, child molestation, child rape is the core of this targeting. The fact that he is a rapist, and he has a long history of being a rapist and a sex offender, and I was a sole female, and I was sort of seen as an easy target, made this fucking, you know what I mean, Jameson and Lowe, at the time it would have been the council, the leaders, now Haley, but they've been fucking wanking themselves silly while they were watching him stalking me, and watching me, like now, as I'm talking to you, with hidden cameras in my bedroom, in the toilet. I've even had, what's this face, Jamie Hobday, yeah, say, oh, Sylvia watches you while you go to the loo. And this was last year. So I want to make it clear, okay, this is happening. And what's, it's come this far because I've never given up. I hate them. I hate sex offenders. They fucking disgust me. Racists don't fucking bother me. And my intention, as of all this from the beginning, because I knew there were sex offenders, okay, involved, Dudley Council, I knew they wouldn't stop because they are fucking nonsense. Nonsense don't stop. I've worked with nonsense. Once they think that they could do a crime and get away with it, and once they find out, then it's not just them, that they're being protected by police officers. Police officers are involved, a nonsense, a child rapist, and rapists just generally. Members of Dudley Council employees are rapists, infants, child and adults, and they know this, and they know they're being protected. You see the light go off there? And if I didn't have this, I mean, you could doubt everything what I'm saying. Watch this, watch the lights. If you think that higher beings, extraterrestrial higher beings, are just going to come and lie and look at council. And remember, I've got all the letters, because my complaint that I made about being stalked and raised hate crimes, they've taken it off their system. They've got no record of it at all on their system. So it's luckily I've got the recordings in it, and I've kept all the letters, all the correspondence. So I'm going to go back on this another time, go in more detail separate, because this just eats into what I want to talk about with my family. Different without talking about the beast, the undercover beast in the flats, and the flats either side of me, across from me. Yeah, and do everything literally like a fucking paedophile. After, you know, they try to isolate you and trying to bring fear into you, and they have no clue how fucking rancid they are. They have no fucking clue whatsoever. It amazes me. I want to say as well, these are police officers, okay? These are undercover police officers. They are serving police officers. These are council workers. These are council housing managers. These are the local MPs to the area. Okay, so it's not a low level, and it's not the local PCs. No, he's not doing his job. He's not raised something up. This is a program that's underway, and at the core of it is sexual deviance. Okay, at the very core of this, and this is what drives me on to keep on, because and each time, like at the beginning, like I just said, when they started this, I had prayed to my ancestors when it was on about child molestation, and was like telling me a fantasy about them raping one of the police officers, and Sylvia raping a little girl. Okay, this started, like I say, 2014, and last week fucking saw two nonces, and a male and a female, and I don't know if they're undercover police officers, and it's like fucking hell. And a week before that, a few days before that, I saw another one that likes fucking little girls, or raping little girls, I should say, be more accurate. And these creatures, and I'm going to show you pictures as well, because I'm going to put this on my thing. I'm going to show you pictures of the creatures that I'm on about. Okay, I'm going to show you that how pathetic and fucking rancid these creatures are, and they think because some of them are Freemasons, they can get away with it. It's fucking. Anyway, I'm off now. I hope that got that 15 minutes soon. Okay, and I've called them a bunch of once, did I? But they've answered, and this is a programme. I just want to make it clear, and I'm going to keep on saying it. I'm going to keep on posting my things out. I'm going to keep on naming fucking the MPs, local MPs that are involved. Like the local Labour MP's an Asian woman. She's got a fucking entity attached to it. And now she's going to come on and say she would have no idea what I'm on about. Even though I'm on Twitter, posting everything, they're going to come on and say they have no idea. There's a guy coming on, Simon Foster, is planning to run as the next crime commissioner. That nasty little fucker's going to come and say he's got no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, there's so many, like I said, council officials, high up council officials involved, and the MPs. You see it flashing there. There's no way they'll let anybody that's not like them be even elected or even could be considered to work in this area. Okay, because it's so fucked up. Look at the name out, Simon Foster. I don't know what the Asian lady MP is for this area, is, but the bitch has got an entry on her. And do you know, God, I can't believe it. They're so fucked up. It's unbelievable. Anyway, and I'm going to name more than fuckers. Alright, that's me done for now. Thank you, family. Bless you. Bye, thank you.